Hello. Hello. Just gonna give Facebook a little bit to let you guys know I'm on. I'm gonna double check my techie stuff. As you see this live, if you can just drop in the comments that you're here, let me know where you're watching from, and if you're catching the replay, drop hashtag replay and I'll come back and chat with you. Hello, Melissa. Awesome. So it looks like some people are joining. Lauren may try to join us. She had something come up this morning, so it might just be me flying solo. But I am excited. If you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Leah Deluzio, and I am the owner and founder of Her Sacred Circle. So I'm a women's circle facilitator, retreat facilitator. Hi, Melissa. Ceremonialist and sacred feminine embodiment guide. And I founded Her Sacred Circle to create spaces for connection between women and connection with each own woman's relationship with her sacred feminine. So I do a lot of sisterhood events. I do a lot of events that kind of open you up to what the sacred feminine looks like within your own essence. And today I am here to talk about a retreat we have coming up. And when I say we, I am co-facilitating a retreat with Lauren Calloway, who is an amazing sister in this community, used to live here in the Grand Strand where I am. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, let me know when you guys are here. Hi, Claire. Good to see everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hi, Vicky. But yeah, Lauren is an incredible human. We co-facilitate a lot together. It's really fun to work with her. She's one of my favorite people to collaborate with. And last year we held our first retreat, and this will be the second annual. So yeah, as you're joining, if you're attending our retreat, let me know. And then I'll go ahead and get started because I know we don't want to be on a Facebook Live for like a whole hour, right? So I'll try to keep it short. But I'm so excited to talk about this. We birthed what we called last year, our retreat was called Women of the Woods. And we birthed the idea of this retreat really just kind of talking about what experiences like we would want to weave into our own lives. And a big piece of that was reconnecting with the earth, right? And so we did this retreat last year. I think we had around 20 or 22 women join us. It was absolutely incredible, and we knew we wanted to do it again. So this year, it's our second retreat, and we're calling it Rewild. And I think we'll probably stick with that name because it just feels like really good in my body. I don't know, Lauren's talked about it, like when we even say that. So it's called Rewild Women's Retreat. And I want you just to take a minute and like feel into what that word feels like when I say that. So re-wild, right? Like we've been domesticated, we have been tamed, and opportunities like this retreat and opportunities like getting your bare feet on the earth and letting your hair blow in the wind and, you know, immersing yourself in the woods or, you know, in the ocean, it allows you to remember some of that wildness, right? And to cultivate some of that wildness and to get back in relationship with your own wild woman that exists within you. And if you think she's not there, she is. She may just be kind of, you know, laying dormant, and we just need to reawaken her. So that's what this opportunity is all about. It's called Rewild. And I took some notes because there's just a lot. I want to make sure I cover everything. I tagged the event Facebook page to this live. So you'll see Rewild Women's Retreat up at the top or bottom, depending on where it shows up. And you can click that. And a lot of this information is there in the About section. But as questions come up, feel free to drop them here. Like I said, Lauren may be able to pop in during this live. If not, she might do a solo live in September with some additional updates. But let's get going. Okay, I'm so excited. So the dates for this retreat are Friday, September 23rd to Sunday, September 25th. And what's really cool about that is the Thursday prior. So on Thursday, the 22nd, we have the autumn equinox, okay? So we're stepping into this new season, and then we'll be moving into this retreat together for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on Sunday, it's actually a new moon. So it's a really cool time to be in sacred sisterhood, to have opportunities to just be out in the land, and I'll talk about where in just a minute. So the timing of it is really, really neat. So September 23rd through the 25th, go ahead and save the date, mark your calendar, flag it, whatever you need to do. Okay, so the where. So this retreat happens in South Carolina. It happens in Longs, South Carolina, but the actual venue, even though the address is Longs, South Carolina, it's only about 7 miles from North Myrtle Beach. So I've had people ask, you know, if we were going to fly in, where's the closest airport? Myrtle Beach, South Carolina has an international airport. It has a, you know, in comparison to bigger cities, it's a small airport, but for here, it's a pretty decent sized airport. So I believe that that would be the best bet from those coming from other states. But the retreat itself is taking place in Longs at an amazing venue called River Island Adventures. And I'll come back into the comment section and over. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Lorraine. Lorraine came last year. Anything you want to share about your experience at the retreat in the comments would be awesome. So River Island Adventure is an absolutely amazing facility. We did it there last year, loved it, so we're coming back for year 2. And what it is it's an outdoor adventure experience, right? And they're right on the Waccamaw River. And they offer things like kayaking and paddleboarding and pontoon boat rides. And they have this really cool island with like survivor type games on it. They just added a stage to this island that they have. And it's a really incredible place to just visit at any point. It's super family friendly. It's great for couples. It's great to fly solo. So I highly recommend checking them out regardless if you come to this retreat or not. But we love this place as a retreat location because, you know, you have this beautiful land on the Waccamaw River, right? You have all of these woods for camping, and then they have this 1 acre outpost is what they call it. And so there they have glamping tents, they have a communal fire pit, they have hammocks, they have swings, there's a slack line, there's yard games. It's really fun, you know, picnic tables, things like that. And I do want to mention for anyone that attended last year, this year they now have a bathhouse with, I think it's 4 like hot shower stalls. So last year they did have a shower, but that was one of the things the women were hoping for this year. And they made it happen. So there's this really cool like outdoor shower stall with 4 different hot showers. So hot showers are ready to go. We had hot showers last year, but it was a little bit of a walk. So this is like right there on the outpost, which is awesome. And let's see. Yeah, so that's kind of the outpost area, right? It is so well done in that it's a beautiful outpost. They have a lot happening. There are structures there, but it's definitely in relationship to the land. Like they've really left a lot of it untouched. You know what I mean? So it's really beautiful and you really feel like you're just in this river oasis when you get there. So it's pretty magical. When it comes to camping, so this is definitely a camping retreat. There are several options. I did mention glamping, but the glamping sold out really quickly. Like I think maybe within 24 hours, all of the glamping tents sold out. So we did sell out there, but there are other options if you're interested in coming. So you can bring a hammock and camp in your hammock, or you can bring your own tent and camp in a tent, and you can do that solo, or you can do that with a friend. And then there's also the opportunity to either like car camp or bring a camper or an RV, and it would be unplugged. So there's not going to be power and water and hookups, but you would be able to bring in that RV, bring in that camper, or bring in that car and stay in your car in this other area at the facility, at the venue. So tent camping and unplugged car/camper/RV camping are still open. I will definitely drop the website here in the comments so you can check out kind of what that looks like, because we have single person packages and then shared packages in case you're camping together. And so with that, if you want to come with a friend or a family member, then you'd opt for a shared package, and that package includes everything you need for 2 people. So you just purchase it one time and that's everything you need for 2 people. So I did want to clear that up. Okay, so that's a little bit about the where and the when. I want to talk to the what, like what can you expect at this experience? And as you guys have questions, feel free to drop them. As you come back and watch the replay and have questions, I know some people couldn't make it live, feel free to drop them. I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, so again, just a reminder, you can click that Facebook page that's tagged in the post of this video, and everything's in the About section. There's also a website with everything laid out. But this is just to have me kind of like riff on it a little bit. 1, to get you excited, 2, to get me excited, and 3, just to, you know, sometimes it's helpful to just hear people talk about it and kind of see how I explain it versus just reading words. So the what to expect. Oh, okay. this retreat is, as I mentioned at the beginning, it is an opportunity to reconnect with the wild woman within you. And, you know, what do I mean when I say that? You know, she is the woman who feels free, who does not care what people think of her, who honors the land, who honors the cycles within herself and sees and understands the cycles in the earth and how we're connected in that way, who honors, you know, other beings and other plants and animals, and knowing it's this co-creative experience we're in, right? The wild woman is about unabashedly being yourself and owning all that you are. The wild woman is about showing up big and loud and fierce and fun and sensual. And really the word free is what comes up for me. It's this freedom to express, this freedom to embody, this freedom to explore, and this freedom to exist in all that you are and in all that you're innately allowed to be as your birthright, right? Like as we move through this life, you know, we're born so wild and free, and like, you know, I have a 2-year-old, so I'll watch her just in this wild woman state, you know, like she's like running around naked in the backyard, or like, you know, she's just fully expressing herself in the moment and not overthinking it, right? It's coming from this place of like body and feeling and heart and soul. But over time, we are tamed, right? Society tames us, other people tame us, you know, schools, churches, parents, families, friends, work, it all tames us. And so it just, some of this kind of shuts down and gets quiet. But the wild woman is a really powerful archetype to work with. She's a really powerful archetype to like have in your back pocket to like pull out when it feels right for you. So this retreat is an invitation to remember her. And we do that through ceremony, through circle, through movement, through song, through drum, through art, through deep connection with the land, through deep connection with the water and the river, and through having a lot of fun. Chrissy just booked. Yes, excited. You'll be joining us. I'm going to be sending out some confirmation emails. I'm a little behind. I think I have a few people that need an email. So that's awesome. I'm so excited. But that, you know, that's what comes up for me is this wild woman. And I think our planet needs more wild women right now. Like we need to return to our wildness, right? We are so often on phones and staring at these screens and viewing life through filters and viewing ourselves through filters. And this retreat is an opportunity and an invitation to get raw, to get real, and it's a time to relax and rejuvenate. What's really cool, and I am going to go over the schedule because we actually haven't announced it, so I'm going to put it out here first, and then I'll have it in written form posted everywhere, probably later today or tomorrow. But Lauren and I are really careful in the way that we weave the schedule because we want there to be medicine, right? Like we want there to be these things that you can experience, but one, nothing is required. So if you want to book the retreat and, you know, kind of say hey to us when you get there and not participate in the things that are on the schedule, like that's okay. Or if you just want to come for meals and you just kind of want to relax the rest of the time, that's totally up to you. Nothing is required, but we do offer several different things that I'll touch on that are experiences to dive deeper into this wild woman medicine. But we also intentionally have created a lot of free time. So you'll see blocks every day, 2 to 3 hour blocks, sometimes 4 hour blocks that are fully free time. And so during that time, you know, with our retreat, you get unlimited kayaking Friday and Saturday. They're closed to the public on Sunday, and so it'll just be us there on Sunday. On Saturday, we may have some other people kayaking, but when it comes to like where we're camping and everything, it's very private. It's just on the water. But it's unlimited kayaking for Friday and Saturday. And, you know, like I mentioned, there's the hammocks and the swings, and Lauren and I put together a lending library. So maybe you want to like grab a book and lay in a hammock by the river during free time. You know, Lauren and I have private sessions you can book with us. So maybe during your free time, you want to dive in a 1-to-1 with Lauren or myself. Maybe you want to take a walk in the woods. Maybe you want to take a nap. Maybe you're tired and you just want to take a nap. Hey, that is welcome here. There is time for that. So I'll go over the schedule. I'm going to pull it up on my computer so that way I do it justice. and don't forget anything. But I'm super excited, so I'll just briefly go over it. And just know that more surprises are coming, and I'm not going to mention everything in detail. It's going to be very vague, but it'll give you enough to understand. So, as I mentioned, Friday the 23rd is the first day. Hi, Deidre. Oh, Tammy, can't wait. Yes, I'm so excited you're coming, Tammy. Okay, so Friday's the first day, and you have a window of 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. to check in. So we have people that are flying in, and we know flights arrive at different times. So we give you that time to arrive and set up camp. Hello, Justina. To arrive and set up your camp and just kind of explore or relax in whatever way feels good to you during that window of 1 to 5. You also would have the opportunity, if you decide to show up, you know, earlier within that 1 to 5 window. Again, it's unlimited kayaking during that time. So I believe they close at 5 every day. So anytime during that window, you could also be kayaking. So you just arrive and get settled, and then around 5:30, we're going to have our opening circle. And so this is going to be an opportunity to, you know, really open the experience up in a ceremonial way, to honor the land that we're on, to ask permission for what we plan to do over the next few days, you know, on that land, with that land, to go ahead and drop deep into sisterhood with each other and really get to know each other during the opening circle. So that way you feel connected as we move through the rest of the experience. There's going to be a lot within that window. I don't want to mention, you know, too much, but again, we'll start with an opening circle, and then we'll have dinner together. And then later that night, we're going to do s'mores and a fire circle, and it's going to be really beautiful. We're going to have this opportunity to burn away things that are holding us back from really embodying our wild woman. So it's that first opportunity when we get there, you know, that first night, to just like let some of that crap go, right? Fire is a really powerful element to work with. I love using fire in ceremony, and it's really beautiful that there's this awesome communal fire pit right there at the Outpost, and we spent a lot of time there last year, so it's really exciting to be able to come back. I hear a child at my door, so hold on a second. 1 second, pause. Let's see. 1 second, hey, 1 second. How'd you shape out? Come here. Do you want to go to Sissy? No. Okay, sorry, y'all. Mom life. My older daughter's watching my youngest daughter, and Kaya, I said she's 2. She's learned how to open all of the doors now, like within the past week, so that's been fun. So she was in her sister's room and all of a sudden was trying to come explore in here, but we're good. So yeah, so fire, it's a really powerful element to work with, and we're just gonna burn some stuff away to really just shed before we really dive in and explore and just awaken all of this wild womanness. So that's going to be the first night. And then let's see. So Saturday we start with breakfast. And again, this is a time where you can kind of just come in as you want, but we'll have a yummy breakfast. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're having time again for sacred silence. And we'll speak to this more at the retreat, but sacred silence is really powerful and really important as a medicine. And what I mean by that is intentionally taking time to not only be still, but not to communicate with others, not to communicate on social media, and really just to be with yourself. And it's really interesting. It's a beautiful time to journal or to walk the land or to, you know, even just rest your body and just see what comes up for you during that time. So there'll be sacred silence that morning, and then each morning we have a morning session, and so that weaves in yoga and sound healing, journaling, meditation, circle, kind of whatever Lauren and I put together for those morning sessions to really get you in your body, get you connected to the breath, getting us connected to the land, and starting the day together in sisterhood. Then we have a big chunk from like around 11 to 1. Where it's going to be free time. And again, you can explore. I'll mention it and it's on the website, but unlimited kayaking is what's included with our retreat. But there are also like add-on or upgrade options at the facility if you wanted to do a pontoon boat tour, or if you wanted to do paddle boarding. And I think if you have your own paddleboard, you can bring it. I believe that's what they said last year, but they have paddle boarding there too. Again, there's one-to-one sessions. There's some other things we're going to mention that over time we'll kind of announce. I'm not going to announce everything, but during this free time, there'll be other things that you may want to take advantage of. And then we'll have lunch together, and then there's more free time in the afternoon. So Saturday is a really big opportunity to just feel into what medicine you specifically need, because everyone needs something different, you know. And as I mentioned, it could be anything from laying in a hammock and reading a book to doing, you know, a vigorous run around the land, or to kayaking and being in the water all day. So this is when you get to tune into you and receive what you need to receive. So it's really beautiful in that way. And then I'm so excited about Saturday night. So then Saturday evening before dinner, we're going to have an evening session, and we're going to really dive into the wild woman archetype and also how to embody the elements. So we're going to move through all the different elements, speak to those, feel into those, and we're going to talk a lot and feel into a lot with some different modalities, the wild woman archetype and what that can look like in your own life, how she can serve you, and how to reconnect with her, right, in a really deep and important way. So then we have dinner, and then Saturday late night might be like my favorite thing that's happening in the whole retreat, so I can't wait. But we are going to have an opportunity to like paint our faces, paint our bodies, like decorate ourselves in whatever makes us feel like a wild woman. And then we are going to dance by the fire. We're going to have an ecstatic dance party. We're going to have drums. We're going to have music. Obviously there's going to be the fire. S'mores are happening every night. Don't you worry. There is such a thing as a vegan s'more, which we learned about last year. Our friend Mary, who attended, woke us up to that. So, but yeah, so Saturday is going to be all about really living your wild woman, right? So allowing her to express and just having fun. So I'm really excited about Saturday night. And then Sunday we'll wake up again and have breakfast and, and start the morning slow. We'll have another morning session that will weave in the yoga and the sound healing, the meditation, the writing, the circle, maybe all of that, maybe some of that, maybe a few different things. We're still feeling into exactly what those morning sessions are going to look like. But again, really nourishing, really restorative, and really energizing, a way to, start you on this next day of the retreat. Hello, Melody. Glad you're here. Then we'll have another window of sacred silence. And again, just so powerful to witness what comes up during that time. Just getting so quiet, and especially out in nature in that way. It's amazing what you'll connect with, what you'll hear, what you'll experience. So yeah, so sacred silence. Then there is some more free time. And there's a special announcement with that, but I'm going to save it for a little bit. So there's this window of time on Sunday where the kayaking isn't open on Sunday because they're closed to the public. But we have some things that'll be ongoing throughout the weekend that I'll mention in a minute. There's so much happening. I love it. But there's things that you'll be able to tap into during that time on Sunday. Then we'll have lunch and then a closing circle. And so around 2, we'll do our closing circle. And that's always so powerful because it's the opportunity to really witness the transformations that have happened in such a short amount of time. Our closing circle last retreat was one of the most powerful circles I think I've ever been in. And I still think about it quite often. So I can't imagine what this one will be like, but I have no doubt it will be just as powerful. There is something about immersing yourself in soulful sisterhood in such an intimate way for such a long period of time. So, you may start out on Friday as strangers, but by Sunday you are soul sisters, soul family. And so we'll close with this closing circle. Then you still have a couple of hours to enjoy the grounds if you want to, or you can begin to pack up camp, and then we depart by 5 p.m. So that's the flow. I'll have it all written out. But there are a few things that I want to mention. So one is, last year, if you attended the retreat, the amazing Allison McKellar-Clardy had us create throughout the weekend, using natural elements, these like wild woman crowns. And it was such a fun way to really embody the wild woman. And then during our ending ceremony, we crowned our wild women and we wore these crowns. And you may have seen pictures. I use these beautiful pictures that Lovejoy Studios did. I use them all the time to talk about the retreat. And I think it might even be in the event cover of the Facebook page that's tagged here. But it was just a really beautiful way to kind of throughout the retreat, here and there, feel into this artistic expression. So Allison is coming back this year, and she is working on something else for us. Every person will go home with something that will be a symbol of the wild woman that you'll be able to work on. But I'm not going to share much more about it other than it's next level, and I can't even believe that she's doing it for everyone. Like, that's how I feel. Like, it's so incredible. And if you know Allison at all, you know what love and power and like medicine woman energy she fuses into anything she touches. So we will have an opportunity throughout the weekend to play in our artistic side, or play with our artistic side, and you'll get to leave with this token of the wild woman that you would have created throughout your time. So that's something really cool, and that's what you can do kind of during free time as well. And then I'm so excited, drum roll. We have a really cool add-on experience for anyone interested. And I'm going to post all of the details because I'm waiting on exact pricing and the registration link from them. But on Sunday of the retreat at 11 a.m., we are bringing in the folks from Mind Zero. And if you're local to the Grand Strand, I'm sure you've heard about them because they are quite the buzz right now. So Mind Zero is an experience where you move through a journey of being in a hot sauna and then getting into an ice bath. And you move through this journey twice. I have personally done it. I have chills. Absolutely incredible. The reason they call it Mind Zero is it's that it brings your mind just to this stillness, to this like place of nothingness. I don't know how else to explain it. It quiets everything in the mind. And if you have ever looked into the benefits of ice baths, there are countless. Like, there are so many benefits for your actual body, but I think it's a mind, body, spirit medicine. So we have we have Mind Zero coming in to the retreat at the venue. They're going to bring their pop-up stuff to Rewild. I'm so excited. So Sunday at 11, I believe, but I don't want this to be a direct quote, so don't hold me to it. I believe she said it was $25 to register, and they'll have a separate registration link. So I will be posting information on that soon. I know I will definitely be doing that at 11 a.m. on Sunday during free time, because it is just, it is so exciting. If anyone here, I know Beth's in here, and I know she's like a huge advocate for them. I know Chelsea has had them out for a pop-up. But if anyone's had any experiences with Mind Zero, I would love if you would share here in the comments so other people really understand how incredible it is to move through that, to go into this experience of being in a sauna and then into an ice bath. And you're doing it in a group setting, so you're like holding hands while you do it. And so to be able to have that experience with sisters at this retreat on the last day of our retreat is going to be incredible. I keep using the word incredible because that's how it feels. Is just, there's almost not words. I was doing a podcast interview the other day, and this is coming up, so I want to share it. We were talking about how sometimes these experiences we move through, when they're like so next level, like earthly words don't even do it justice. So I almost feel speechless with some of this retreat stuff. With the Mind Zero experience is one of them. Like, it's hard to put into words how transformational it can be. And with a retreat like this, the personal transformation, each person, it's going to be so, so, so unique. Each person will receive the medicine that is meant for them, right? So trusting that if you're feeling the call to something like this, open yourself up to it, because you never know what you might really need and what you might get out of it. You might come for one reason and then leave completely changed in a different way you never expected. Another thing that I find really cool, and it has actually brought me to tears so, so, so many times, is the women from our first retreat have formed the most powerful bonds, these bonds of soul family, and some of them have traveled out, you know, to the deserts of Arizona together. Some of them have, you know, I just saw one of the sisters travel to see Lauren in Charlotte, North Carolina. They're always doing like sisterhood meetups together, like these women that went through this retreat experience. They are bonded. They are bonded for life. And again, if you went to the retreat, anything you want to share, please drop it in the comments. But it is so beautiful to witness these women. And so anytime I see a Facebook picture and it's women from the retreat, I'm like, yes, like it happened, you know, because that's the ultimate goal. Hello, Sierra. Hello, Andrea. Glad you're all here. And that's the goal, is to, you know, Lauren and I want to create an experience for you to reconnect with yourself, to feel nourished, to feel restored, to give your body some time to relax, to give your nervous system some time to reset, to give your mind some time to quiet, and to give your heart some time to open, right? And all of that will happen over this weekend in September. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to mention. Just looking through my notes really quick. I'm working on right now having a photographer out there as well. Last year we had a photographer out there who was doing Wild Woman sessions. So I'm in discussion with a photographer right now, and another one that might be able to come in and offer something like that. So just know that there will probably be a few more announcements about new things in upcoming weeks. So I'm really excited. When it comes to food, you know, your meals are included. You'll have Friday dinner with us. You'll have Saturday breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you'll have Sunday breakfast and lunch with us. All of the meals are healthy. You know, I know some people last year, we got some emails that were like, you know, what kind of food is it? Is it just like hot dogs and hamburgers, or like, you know, what's the vibe? And we do it right for you. It's going to be super healthy, super yummy, super nourishing. There will be, you know, gluten-free options. There will be vegan options. There will be vegetarian options. So when you fill out, there's a form you'll fill out, you'll let us know about your dietary restrictions. But we do make sure to have all of that covered anyway. So there will definitely be gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, and I feel like we even have dairy-free stuff that happens. We have coffee every morning. There's tea that's happening throughout, you know, the time that you're there. So really take care of you when it comes to food. And I say we loosely because Lauren like really puts on that hat. For those that know me like personally, I don't cook. That's not my purpose in this lifetime. It is not my skill set. But Lauren is like such a food goddess for sure. And we have an amazing woman named Brooke coming in to help and also be a food goddess at the retreat. And then, you know, I serve as sous chef. I help, I clean up, you know, those kind of things. I do what I can. But we each have our talents, right? Cooking is not mine. But incredible food, really healthy. It's going to make your body feel really good. High vibrational food. So I know that that's a big question we have. Weather. So this is a rain or shine event. We were blessed with incredible weather last time. You know, the end of September is nice because it's not quite as humid as it can get down here in South Carolina at the beach. So, you know, you'll see if you go to the event page, there's FAQs where you can read, you know, more about that. And also there's like a suggested packing list. So we really tried with the FAQs to give you as much information as you could need. So go check those out. But if you have any other questions that you don't see there, you can drop it here in the live. You can email me at hersacredcircle@gmail.com. Hi, Mindy. Yeah, but I'm so excited. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Let me pull up in case you're wondering about prices. Let's see, I have our ticket page right here. So for the weekend, like I said, there's several different packages. And again, I'll drop the link here in the comments. Hello, Mindy. And also I'll add it into the post just for easy reference. But the tent or hammock single packages are $252. Tent camping shared. So again, that's everything you would need for 2 people, $470. The camper unplugged for a single is $307, shared is $585, and glamping sold out. So that gives you an idea. There's packages, you know, for everyone. You can take a look at the link and, you know, see what feels like the best fit for you. If you are camping, it is bring your own tent. So you'd want to be prepared for that. And Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention, and there'll be a bigger announcement about this, but we have been playing around with the idea of inviting women, because there's so many incredible women who are coming already. I think we definitely have over 20. It's either 20 or 22 right now. So we have a really beautiful group that have already, like when we did our first announcement of it, you know, everyone jumped on board and was really excited. So that was fun to see. And we're just now kind of talking about it again because summer got busy. But we are hoping to carve out some time on Sunday for like a wild woman market. So for women that are coming that might own their own business, like let's say you have incredible jewelry or essential oils or crystals or whatever, that there would be an opportunity if you want to vend for free time, like during the free time on Sunday, there'll be the opportunity to do that. So we had some questions about that last year, and we're trying to, anything that we read in the post-retreat survey from last year, we really wanted to implement, adjust to make this year's retreat just even more incredible, right? We're always learning, we're always growing, we're always evolving. So we really did listen and wove in some of those things you requested. So a Wild Woman Market on Sunday will be a really cool opportunity for some shopping. Lauren and I may or may not be working on some Rewild merch for you. So we're hoping to have some tank tops and, you know, maybe some mugs and different things like that. So that way you can, you know, rock the Rewild after the retreat is over. Let's see. I think that is everything. I'm sure I've already been on here for a while, so I'm going to end it here. If you have questions, feel free to drop them here or email me again at hersacredcircle@gmail.com. I think Lauren's going to go live maybe at some point in September, so you'll get to see her beautiful face, feel into her energy, and she can give you kind of her perspective of this experience. The Facebook page, again, is tagged in the post of this live, and so you can go there for now and read everything. Share this event. It's a women's-only retreat, so if you are a female or female identifying, this is open for you. And when it comes to ages, I believe we said it was either 12 or 15 and older. I'd have to look because some of the conversations do get, you know, deep. So I don't think much younger than that would be appropriate. But some people had asked about bringing daughters or younger sisters. So we want to, you know, be able to have that opportunity as well. And I would love for, you know, youthful women to be able to tap into their wild woman, you know. I wish I would have known to tap into my wild woman at age, you know, 15. In a healthy way, let me say. I think I tapped into my wild woman in my teens and 20s, but in a healthy, productive way, right? Yeah, I think that's everything. So much love. Thank you for everyone who showed up. Thank you for everyone who has signed up and is joining us. And if you feel this call, if your wild woman is wanting to let her hair down and howl at the moon, which we will do, hi Robin, you know, unleash her. This is the invitation. This is the invitation for your wild woman to come alive and to show you how incredible she is and what medicine she can offer. So I thank you all. Really quickly, just while you're here, I wanted to mention a few things happening this week. So on Wednesday, if you live in the Myrtle Beach area, it is our monthly Grand Strand Goddess Gathering. I'm really excited. I have co-facilitator Tirsa Wilder coming in, and we're going to be talking about like what lies beneath the surface. So the surface level living, but then diving deeper, and what can kind of be rooted in our human experience that we don't often look at. And she'll be sharing some tools with us. So that's this Wednesday at 6:30 in Myrtle Beach. There is a Facebook page about that if you click the events tab in this group. There is a mini retreat happening on Sunday called Beyond Wisdom. We have actually opened that up to men and women, so we're wanting to bring in our brothers to that one as well. It's going to happen in North Myrtle Beach. I'm co-facilitating that with Chelsea Novacell of C Yoga, and it's going to be all around tapping into your intuition, clarity of vision, and your third eye. So that is on Sunday. There is an event page about that as well. And then this Wednesday inside the Goddess Collective here is the monthly womb talk with Javon Frazier. So she's a womb wellness advocate, amazing soul. Like, oh, she's incredible to listen to. If you don't catch those monthly talks with her, please tune in this week, 3 p.m. on Wednesday. I feel like we have something else too. I feel like we have something Thursday. This is off the top of my head, but I think we might also have Reiki happening this week. I'll do a post that gives you everything, you know, in one post for you, really easy. But I think Thursday there's some Reiki with Violent Const, and she does long distance Reiki healing. So essentially you show up to the Facebook Live, you drop into your body with your eyes closed, and you receive. And if you have never received energy healing in that way, it is very, very powerful, and she is a Reiki master and amazing at what she does. So lots of opportunity here. If you have any questions about anything with the Goddess Collective or her Sacred Circle, or if you're interested in a private circle or ceremony, I'm actually doing a private event on Friday. That's a mother's blessing. So I don't talk about it a lot, but I do offer those as well. Circles and ceremonies for rites of passage. Reach out to me, hersacredcircle.com or hersacredcircle@gmail.com. Thank you all for being in this community. So much love. Have an awesome, awesome week. And I hope to see you at Rewild if it speaks to your soul. All right. Bye.